In 1912, beneath the bustling streets of Wisconsin, workers driving a subway tunnel stopped dead in their tracks. Their shovels struck something that wasn't stone, wasn't wood, but something ancient, something utterly unnatural. Whispers quickly spread among the laborers as they unearthed skeletal remains, unlike anything recorded in the annals of conventional history. Bones, massive and heavy, arranged in the shape of a being that would have towered over any living man. But before the public could learn more, the site was swiftly cordoned off by authorities. By morning, the skeletons had vanished, spirited away under the cover of darkness and official secrecy. The only record left behind, a redacted police report, its details blacked out, its truth hidden from curious eyes. What was found in that tunnel? And why was it so important to keep it from the world? Across America, similar stories echo through the faded pages of old newspapers and yellowing clippings. Over 1,200 accounts, scattered from the rolling hills of Ohio to the sun-bleached plains of California, tell of giant skeletons unearthed from ancient burial mounds. Some, like the infamous New York Times report from 1885, described graveyards filled with bones of men measuring 9, even 12 feet tall. In some accounts, the bodies were adorned with copper rods, strange artifacts, and tools carved from stone and shell. Amateur archaeologists and local farmers alike recounted double rows of teeth, elongated skulls, and femurs longer than a grown man's arm. Yet, each time a discovery was made, a familiar pattern emerged. Government officials would arrive, sometimes from the Smithsonian, sometimes from unnamed agencies, cataloging, collecting, and then quietly disposing of the evidence. A leaked inventory from 1894, long thought lost, surfaced decades later. It listed 87 specimens of anomalous stature stored in a Smithsonian annex. By 1907, according to the same log, every last one had been destroyed. Was this the overzealous skepticism of early scientists, or something more deliberate, a campaign to erase a chapter of human history? Modern science has tried to piece together the mystery. Comparison shots between ordinary femurs and the so-called giant femurs show the scale is not a matter of exaggeration. Recent forensic analyses of preserved bone fragments, once dismissed as hoaxes, reveal anomalies at the genetic level. These aren't simply oversized humans. The DNA shows patterns and sequences that do not match any known human lineage, nor the remains of Neanderthals or other extinct cousins. Some researchers whisper of advanced DNA splicing, a technology they say did not exist until the late 20th century, somehow embedded in these remains centuries, perhaps millennia, ago. But the mystery goes further. The legend of giants is not limited to American soil. Folklore from nearly every culture surrounding the old Tartarian territories, stretching from the steppes of Siberia to the deserts of Central Asia, tells of the tall ones. These were not merely tales to frighten children. They were builders, architects, and rulers, credited with constructing impossible structures that modern engineers still marvel at today. From the labyrinthine tunnels beneath Serpent Mound, Ohio, to the cyclopean stonework of Siberia, these sites all share one baffling feature: chambers and doorways built for beings 10 feet tall or more. A diary entry from a 1700s explorer recounts a warning from indigenous guides. "Disturb not the long sleepers beneath the mounds, for they were here before us, and their wrath is not forgotten." The legacy of the giants, it seems, is woven into the very land itself. Modern technology, like ground-penetrating radar, has revealed hidden chambers beneath ancient earthworks, chambers whose proportions defy explanation if humans were their intended occupants. The story takes a darker turn with the discovery of classified documents. In the early 1950s, as the Cold War raged, the Pentagon launched a secret program, Project Titan. Its stated aim? To assess the potential military applications of recovered specimens from anomalous archaeological sites. The details remain shrouded in secrecy, but the implication is clear. The giants, if they existed, were more than a historical curiosity. They were a potential asset or a threat to be controlled at all costs. In 2017, the the story shifted from rumors and legends to hard science. A team of geneticists at Harvard, working under strict confidentiality, obtained bone samples believed to be from one of these so-called giants. Their findings, though never officially published, sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The chromosomal markers they detected matched no known human or animal, living or extinct. Segments of what was once dismissed as junk DNA appeared to activate in the presence of electromagnetic fields, echoing the energy patterns found in the enigmatic star forts scattered across Eurasia and North America. Before further tests could be conducted, the project was abruptly terminated by order of an anonymous board directive. The samples disappeared, and the team was silenced by non-disclosure agreements and veiled threats. Yet, the stories persist. Elders among the Navajo remember tales passed down through generations. Stories of tall, sleeping guardians beneath the earth, destined to rise again when the world is shaken by great change. Some say the unassigned ancestry result in modern DNA tests is a faint echo, an inheritance from a lineage forgotten by history, but not by the land. The saga of the giants is not simply a relic of the past. In the frozen wastes of Siberia, satellite images from 22 captured a flurry of activity at a remote excavation site. Chinese and Russian scientists arrived, dug for days, and then, without explanation, abandoned their work. Local workers whispered of metal doors unearthed deep below the permafrost, doors that gave way to vaults lined in copper and sealed against intrusion. Something, they said, drove the researchers to flee. Thermal scans show a network of chambers, their layout matching 18th-century Tartarian stasis vault blueprints preserved in forbidden archives. What lies within those vaults remains a closely guarded secret. As questions multiply about the government's secret storage facilities, about the real reason behind the Denver airport dig, about the meaning behind those odd, unassigned sections in your own DNA, the world waits. Legends say the giants will return when the earth trembles and the old structures awaken. Is that time approaching? The evidence is buried, the truth obscured, but the whispers grow louder with every passing year. What else lies beneath our feet, sealed beneath layers of denial and secrecy? And when the awakening comes, will we be ready to face the giants of Tartaria, our forgotten ancestors, our silent watchers, our living myth